G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Fortress Europa from Compass Games, and we're about to go on with turn 5 for the Germans. And this will probably be a relatively quick one because I don't think there's a great deal they can do until they start to get some reinforcements. All they can continue to do is chipping away at us and trying to do some form of blocking. So let's get into it and see what we can do. So German replacement phase. And the Germans are getting all their replacements this time. So they're going to get 2 replacements total, 1 armour and 1 infantry. So as we discussed, they can't do anything with these ones here. We have a reduced armour here, which is probably worthwhile in doing. So I'm going to put their armour on the 9th SS, and I'll just chuck that underneath like that. And their infantry, I believe, if we come down here as I discussed earlier, and again, sorry about the glare, I think the 25th here is the worthwhile one. So I'm going to the 25th Pz Grenadiers. So that's both their replacements used up. We'll put a can't move on him. And we have a training unit and the headquarters there. So that's their replacements done. So we go into their first move impulse. So again, the trouble is that they've got these all here now, which is a pain in the ass. So I didn't think about it from, I didn't think about it from the German point of view greatly, other than, yeah, we don't really want to retreat and everything else. So I am actually going to wind back the clock a bit and say that these guys did want to retreat, because there's no way in the world that they wanted to attack everything here. So the Americans get to retreat them, and I have to go back here to start with, and then I had a choice of here or here, and I'm going to put them there. I don't want to put them here. What I really would have liked to have done was to bring them up around sort of here and maybe bring some over here and try and knock these out, but there's really nothing there. You know, we've got the 8-7, but these two are knocked back, so I suppose I could have upped those, but at least these are still mobile, which is good. So for their first movement impulse, I'm going to move the Paras here, and they're going to come back to Cherbourg. And that's going to at least give us 22 in there for the time being. What else can we really do? There's a 7-6 here and a 2-6. So that's 9. 13 there, which is nowhere near big enough to come into here and attack both of these. And we've got 18 there, so it's a 1-to-1. I suppose I could bring these up, but that's only another 9. So it's still going to remain a sort of a 1-to-1. unless I've got something in here I can bring forward. I've got a security detachment and an assault gun and an infantry. So no, I can't really do anything there either. So from this point of view, I think moving these, I would love to come back into here, but I can't afford to do that because we have the bridge crossing, which means I'd have to roll on the river crossing chart. And on a 3 to a 4, they're going to lose a step, which means I could end up losing both the 12th SS Pz Grenadiers and the 2nd SS unit, which means the only thing I could really do movement-wise would be the 1st SS. So the other thing I could do is to move them up again into here, but they can still be attacked by 3 hexes then, but it's going to protect Cherbourg for longer. Rommel's about to be outflanked, and there's bugger all I can do about that. So what can we do? Even if we look down here in the 1st military district, yeah, I know the glare's in the bloody way again. We've got this 6.6 11th Panzer Division here. But it really can't get anywhere or do anything. And if I move it into a city, then it's going to be, I think, halved and then doubled, so it's going to end up the same anyway, so it's not really going to help. Yeah, so, yeah. Poo. But if I leave it there, it's just going to get swallowed. I could pull this bloke back into Bordeaux, or I could move him forward into this part of Bordeaux. So at the moment we've got what? 1, 2, 7 is 14. If I bring him in, we'd have at least 20 in there, and then bring this bloke back into Bordeaux itself here. That's about the best I can think of, because at least he's going to be 8 down in here, whereas he'd only be 6, I believe. So this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3 into there, and this bloke's going to go 1, 2, 3 into there. This guy has not much sense in moving. He doesn't really want to move. There's nothing down south I really want to bring up. I could bring up the 9th Panzer Division from down in the Mediterranean area. In fact, I might bring it up to Toulouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so it's up with Blaskowitz in Toulouse now, but that's about that. These two are in Orléans, giving them a fair bit of power to hold that. I've got some forces over here on the German border, but I don't really want to move them at the moment. They're not great units at all, as you can see, except for one Panzer unit there. I suppose I could bring the Panzer unit over. I could rail it over. It could come down and around, and where's it going to come to? I could bring it into Orleans as well. We'll just chuck him into here behind Paris, or here. If I chuck him in here, then that's going to help to stop him coming around this way. But again, all I've got in here is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish. So it's only 22. So let's rail this bloke. Whoop. So he's going to go chugga chugga, choo choo, blah blah blah, and down into here. So 19th Panzer Division is in the rough there or here. If I chuck him here, then they could still get 3 hexes this way to attack Paris. If I chuck in there, then they want to come into here, into this hex, they'll have these units, so that brings it down to 2, because if they come in here, they've got both of these, which at least will be again doubled across the river. So that's the best position for him at the moment. Training unit and training unit, so not much good with them. I've got this unit here. I could bring him up to the line. I could bring these 2 over as well. Okay, so let's move this little fella here. And 4, 8, 9. We'll go 1, 2, 3 for the time being. And this guy will go 1, 2, 3 to here. And this guy can come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. And that gives us a little bit of a line across here with the river. They can jump in here, but then they've got to attack both ways again. So the idea is to get this little fella down into here. So again, we're building up that way. If they come into here, they've got to attack here, here, and here. If I can get him down into there, that might be good too. Otherwise, we've got this little 4-3 here. We can rail him down. We've only moved 1 by rail so far. So we could rail him down to here. Like that. I know he's a Netherlands unit, but we've opened everything up now, so it doesn't really bloody matter. We've got a para unit over here in Nancy, but I think I'd like to leave him there. I don't really want to move him. Because I'm just opening up the Netherlands to an invasion as well. So no, we'll leave him in Antwerp. Garrisons, 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 garrisons. We've got a 2-4 here we can move. So this is all looking after Le Havre. So we'll just bring that one into Le Havre. Like that. So the other thing I could do is bring Rommel back into this area here. And his people. So we can start to get ready for the attack on there. Maybe I need to forget about Orleans. But I don't want to give them a free run through to Germany either. Oh, the bother, the bother. I think I need to leave them at the moment. So much for this being a short turn. So that's that. So then we have the first combat impulse for the Germans. There is no combat. We go to their second move impulse. This guy can move 2 now. And whoop, he can move 3. So why don't we go 1, 2, 3. So we've got the 2 panzers there. And then I can bring this guy forward 1, 2 to there. Even if they punch through, up and through this way, we're still sort of trying to keep this stuff. So I could move a couple of these back if I wanted to, but I might hold that for the time being. And see what happens. Now, down this way, nothing's going to happen. I don't want to bring that any further forward. Again, I can't really do much with these, other than go maybe 1, 2. But again, that's still 3. I don't think I'm going to have a chance to get them across. That's the big trouble I've got. I think the SS is going to have to suck it up. If I come into here, then maybe attack into here for 6. What have we got again? 8, 12, 16 is a 2 to 1. Can't really move anything there. Let's do it. I think we need to. So we'll go 1 and into there, and that's going to be a 2 to 1 into there. You can't see anything that I'm talking about because I'm just being a dicky whacker. Okay, so again, I've moved the SS into here to attack at 2 to 1 for a 6. My goodness gracious me. That's a D1. So we'll lose the second. And I think they have to, well, they don't have to. 2 hexes. But if we stay there, we're going to get chewed up. So we'll let the Germans retreat them 2 hexes. And the Germans will retreat them 1, 2 to there. Like that. I don't think we can do much more. So that's their second combat phase. Rail control phase. So they still control the rail to here at the moment. But that's about to disappear. They don't control this. They control this up to here. They control everything else, so it doesn't really matter. The German supply phase, again, this is within 1, 2, 3, 4 of Rommel, so they're good to go. Do I need to get something else back here with Rommel? And I don't think we can. I think what I could do is move Rommel up into here. He's not an armoured unit as such or anything else, so let's do that. And we'll simply go 1 to there and then over. I don't think we have to do the river crossing chart for that because he's not an armoured unit. I need to flip these around. That one's good. That one's good. That one's not. And I think that's it. I know it's a bit messy. Sorry. Okay, and then the turned end segment, we can get rid of the can't moves. So we get rid of that one from there, and we get rid of that one from there. And I don't think there are any more, so that is good-ish. And we just remove the air. Strafing I forgot about. So let's have a look here. Okay, so this unit here, we're only looking for a 1. Okay, so the 19th got strafed, and the 2nd. Okay, I forgot about the strafing, and this is the only time that it's actually bloody done anything. Okay, what else moved? He only moved 2, nothing moved here, nothing here, so they're all good. He never moved more than 3 each time. No. Oh, the para. No. No. I'm just trying to think what the hell else moved now. Oh, the 9th Panzer down in Toulouse. No, not this time. And he only moved 3, and he didn't move much. There might have been another 1 or 2, but that's fine. I think I've done enough damage to him as it is. So, messy, apologies. It's disheartening at the moment, trying to work out what to do with the Germans. I know that I want the Allies to win, but I still want the Germans to be able to do something, but I'm still trying to play it as if Hitler was in charge and he doesn't want people to fall back too much or whatever else. So within the sort of historical constraints, I'm trying to do the right thing, but yeah, it's just decimating them. That's for sure. So again, apologies for the screw arounds, but that's about it. And when we come back, we'll be into turn 6 for the Allies, where I fully expect for La Rochelle to fall. We'll pick up another point of supply from Saint-Nazaire and another one from Brest, which is good. There's a damn fine chance that we can hurt these some more. I may end up just chucking stuff up there so that they can't get replacements, and start moving around to try and envelop as well, which I may be able to do with, say, units like this, which can come around 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Get around behind. That way we're not going to have the double. I think it was double for the rivers. Rivers. Yeah, double defended. But that's if everybody's attacking across the river. So again, that's what we're trying to get away from, is that sort of thing. So if we can sort of maybe move Hodges and his people towards Cherbourg to start with some follow-on forces later, and get Patton and so forth starting to move up towards Caen and this way, trying to cut them off. would be a better deal. If I can knock these guys out of behind the Orne and then get up around to Caen, but then there's also the chance of them being cut off and having no retreat as well. So we'll see what happens, but we'll keep moving the Canadians down. They're just going to be a bit slow getting down there. They can only move 4 total with their lead to start with. I don't want them getting too far ahead of themselves. So that's it. It went longer than it was supposed to. That's because of my dithering and nothing else. And my apologies again, and goodbye. I'll see you next turn.